The president of the country, Muhammadu Buhari, has reiterated his support towards delivering free and fair election come 2023. Of course, as the much anticipated day is here, September 28th. The campaign kicks off today, and Nigerians are so much optimistic of the process. All right, it's Diverse Views at News 10, powered by All News. I'm Michael Adekule. Let's join our reviewers for more. I'll be right back. All right, still all news dishing it out to the world fresh at the newsstand. Mr. Femi, you are welcome.
Thank you.
All right, you can see the political atmosphere tensed up. You know, should we say it's tensed up or kind of?
You are
boring?
right. You are right. It's not boring, no. It's tensed up.
It's tensed up.
Tensed up because every day the news started coming and the pendulum is swinging. If you swing here today, tomorrow, if you swing to the other side. Like that, you will see the wicked angle. You look at the wicked angle. I've been told this morning that this man in Kano State, Kwankwaso, is planning to work with Tinubu. Tomorrow you will hear that Afenifere is supporting Obi. So if you look at this scene, I don't want to come here and talk about a good president or a good person or somebody that will perform. I just want to look at who will win. Because it's only God that knows a good person. We can say with what we are seeing, with what we are seeing in 2015, with what they bring out to us, with all the propaganda they bring out for us about Buhari in 2015, nobody expects this. I was said in 2015, I told myself, I said, an endless snake, people will fear it more than an earthworm, because an endless snake can still cause arm to you, that if Buhari is even weak, that people will still fear him more than Jonathan. But I was proved wrong. The same way people are looking at Obi now, as if Obi, some people, the way some people take back our country, who is Obi going to work with? Well, no, I'm asking a question. Is it not this northerner? Is it not these people, animal that you are working with? Is Obi going to change? Obi cannot change the system.
Is he going to change the whole
cabinet? You cannot change the. You see, of recent, I went to Nigeria Barrack. I was surprised what they are using to communicate. All of them is Hausa language. Instead a public establishment where government, where they supposed to be, it's English that is our lingua franca. If you go to them, it's Hausa, they will speak Hausa.
Which means we have more of Hausa dominating the political space.
They dominated everywhere. They dominated the Nigerian army. They know everywhere. Immigration. See, custom you want to talk about, you can. It's only little you can do when you get there. Unfortunately, at this time, we are at the crossroads. If to say Tinubu is contesting maybe about 10 years or they are about to go, it will have been a perfect. But now, although I'm still supporting Tinubu, but now the head is not on his side. That doesn't stop me from voting for him, because that you are not healthy sometimes. Even if you are not healthy, you may not be as poor as this Buhari. Yes, so it's true. That is the truth of the matter. That is the truth of. We have been told that somebody sitting down on a wheelchair have governed America, and it has never been a challenge for him or her. So
now, Femi, we had a day like this in 2019.
Yes,
2019, and this is another day we are experiencing another dispensation. You see, in the political sphere. Now, what are your expectations?
Well, Buhari know what he should do. There are something that is killing Buhari. Indecision, slow in taking action. And what I think it caused that slow in taking action is because this thing against his own people. Because it is another tribe that is involved in insecurity. Buhari usually act promptly. He usually come out He usually come out promptly. But when it's come to his own side, he will be doing some smell like should I move? Look at the action they are taking now. To some extent, they are dealing with them now. We can see Tucano flying. Our Tucano is flying now. Our Tucano is doing a little bit of. If it has been like this before, I think they will to some extent will be able to suppress them. Even if don't eradicate all these activities, we'll be able to suppress them. But unfortunately, Buhari refused to take actions. You know, before he checked Bamanga Tuko, or what? Not Bamanga Tuko. That's the former chief of army staff. Brutai. We talk. I don't know. This man, what killed this Buhari is too. If somebody is too loyal to me, he like to respect loyalty more than competence. If you are loyal to me, but you are not competent, you cannot give me what I want. You may be loyal. Then I will tell you I will give you, maybe I will look for another place to put you there. Buhari sacrifice competence at the altar of loyalty. And this Fulaniism, Nigeria, any Nigeria now that still don't believe that Fulani want to colonize us, that person, he has to go and sit down and think well. Because if not, how can in the name of God, a Fulani rule us for 8 years? Another Fulani still go and use another door to enter, and the Fulani ruler, they are still drumming supporting for him. I hear that Sultan of Sokoto went to meet Wike to meet with him. To do what now? So that Wike, another Fulani should rule us for 8 years.
That's Atiku, right?
That's Atiku. Look at the game we are playing. We say we want to do primary in PDP. Tambuwa go and concede. You go and work with Atiku. A fellow Fulani man. And I'm surprised that people that they are crying that the Fulani are maltreating them, they are still supporting them.
And I think that's what caused the major crisis in PDP.
Yes, now,
you know?
Go to Benue State. It's Benue people that surprise me. Benue people that they always cry, Fulani is killing us. Fulani is killing us. Ayu is from Benue State. Autumn is from Benue. As I'm talking to you now, Autumn has made a U-turn.
He's now supporting
Atiku. He says, so if they kill anybody in Benue State, the first time that when I started having issue with Buhari was when they started killing them in Benue, and Buhari refused to take action. I asked myself that,
what's really going on?
What is going on? Now it is the same Benue people that are still want to accept another Fulani man to still rule us for so Fulani is going to rule us for the next 60 years. Even when we have them for just 8 years, you see what we witness. Although you see the Fulani agenda is there, written already. But when they see that it is the Buhari that has weak-minded, that is too bigotry when we talk about tribes. So it was during this Buhari, they want to execute everything they have with full force. And people, well, I don't want to say it has been exposed. Some people still don't see it. They will still vote for Fulani. It doesn't concern me.
I think you have your own choice, right?
I have my own choice. I have my own candidate. Even one of the things that make me salute Tinubu is that he even refused to choose a fellow, another Fulani to be his fight. He picked a Kanuri man.
And don't you think that will affect him, the Muslim ticket?
Muslim ticket is part of wait.
Many Nigerians are not happy with the development.
You see, APC is at crossroad. The moment Tinubu said he want to be a president, APC they will, before they win this election, they will do like this.
Wow.
Because Muslim ticket is going to haunt them in this middle belt. Because that's where we have higher concentration of a Christian in the north. But unfortunately, since Tinubu said he want to be Nigeria president and he has become APC flag bearer, APC has work to do because there is no way Tinubu will pick a Christian from north. Number one, an average Muslim from north don't see a Muslim from south here as a real Muslim. Typical example of Tinubu that he has a Christian wife, even pastor, so many Christian children, they don't see him as a Muslim. A real Muslim, before you will say you have a Christian child, they are not a Muslim again. No? I know them, they don't allow it. They don't go for apostasy. They don't treat with kid law. But Tinubu embrace everything. Even all the Babalawo, they will come and greet Tinubu, he will dance with them. So they don't even see him as a real Christian. Now you want to go to north and pick another Christian to be your fight. They will say, this is a Christian ticket.
All right. So, Femi,
they are the one of dilemma.
Before we run out of time, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, viewers across the globe, it's still all news Nigeria, keeping it real right here with you, trying to make sure we get people's opinion on trending issues. Raphael, it is the D-Day.
Yeah, today is the D-Day. You can see Mike,
15th.
every front page of newspapers in Nigeria, Atiku has bought all of them. Both front and back page, mid page, 10 million. The whole national dailies, newspapers in Nigeria, 10 million, 10. Both front, back, each 10 million.
The center spread is 20 million.
Yes, let me tell you, Atiku bought everywhere. Yes, let me tell you, it's a permutation of what? Political what? Coalition.
Is it a permutation or serious preparation
serious
towards
preparation
2023?
towards 2023 presidential election? The crowd started thickening up today, political cloud in Nigeria. Atiku is on the front page of every newspaper. Some Vanguard, Punch, The Nation belongs to Tinubu, Daily Independence, The Sun, all of them.
The election doesn't have Atiku.
It doesn't have Atiku because the owner is Tinubu. Tinubu is APC. APC is Tinubu. Are you listening to me? So, do you know how much they pay per page? Atiku bought everywhere. And what happened? What is paining me now is that Nigerians are hungry. Atiku is spending billions on ordinary advertisement alone. Why? How much should they give to ASU to end ASU strike? You know, just a chicken change. But this man is spending billions here. I'm not talking about Tinubu own. Tinubu is going to spend his own. Labour Party is going to spend their own. But how much should they give ASU so that our children will go back to school? The youth should go back to their various schools. So let me tell you, too much spending. Too much spending. Atiku is coming. Who is Atiku? The person called Atiku. Let us just mirror or screen him small under my own investigation.
Okay.
Atiku was the man whom Obasanjo made his second person in 1999, his running mate, and eventually they succeeded. Atiku ruled Nigeria as a vice president from 1999 to 2007. What did we get? Blames from that regime, accusation, embezzlement, siphoning money here and there. Many tell stories about the power failure in Nigeria. I mean NEPA. NEPA has failed. They have not even gotten security well during that time. They have not done anything about security. Boko Haram has not come out yet then. But you see armed robbery, killings, assassination then. You see our economy so dilapidated that time. You see the customs, they are collecting extra money bribe for Atiku, the vice president. You pay 250,000 domerages, 50,000 goes to Atiku because formerly it was custom AA in Nigeria. See, let me tell you, let us scream the person called Atiku. Privatization of all government establishments in Nigeria was done or carried out. He was a signatory to it. He didn't do it well.
By the then regime.
Thank you. During his regime, Ascom, Hilton, Nikon Nuga, NDIC, NEPA, name them, Bua Cement, Ajokuta Steel Industry, the whole government establishment numbering up to 300 and something. I had it on my phone. Atiku privatized all of them. He sold all of them. He collected 30 billion. He submitted only 1.something billion. Obasanjo knew this. If you interview Obasanjo today, Obasanjo will tell you that Atiku is richer than Nigeria 10 times. Atiku made his money by stealing from us, you and I. Atiku sold over 300 government establishments. He privatized all of them. He's cornered the money to his account till date. The same person that is announcing to the world that is going to handle Nigeria well, he's going to rule Nigeria well. Atiku, under the watch of Atiku, Bua Cement, Ascon, Nitel, everything, name them. He sold all of them. Now, even Nigerian Railway Corporation. He sold all. Where is the money? Under his watch, he sold all this establishment. Nigerians are still suffering. Look at frustration written all over our faces. If you look every Nigerian in Lagos, in Kano, in Igbo land, everybody is frustrated. What have they done with the money? Are you listening to me today? The same man is campaigning. His campaign train starts today. He wants to convince you and I how he's going to do it better, how he's going to get Nigeria right. Let me tell you, Mike, Atiku is from where? Again, I'm signing my warning. Atiku is from Adamawa, a Fulani man from Adamawa. In fact, there was a time they accused him of being a Cameroon citizen. But let me tell you, he is. His senior brother is Senate President in Cameroon. Go and investigate. Atiku's senior brother, old man, is Cameroonian Senate President presently.
Why are you so much concerned about Atiku? We have other political...
Let me tell you, I am bothered and concerned because of the much advertisement on the front page of newspaper showcasing Atiku in Punch, Atiku in Vanguard.
But the campaign is just starting today.
Yes, he's coming out to tell us lies. Atiku is coming out to lie to us so that he will do us more havoc. Don't forget that Atiku is a Fulani man. Don't forget that Fulani herdsmen, terrorism has never been officially signed by this regime as a terror group.
And don't forget that there have been awareness by the All-Ruling Progressive Congress and the Obedient, that's the Labour Party members before today. Don't forget that.
Yes, they're coming today, but let me finish Atiku first. I'm too much time on Atiku. Atiku is a Fulani man. Atiku is not ruling Nigeria, not going anywhere. Then again, Labour Party.
This is a person that promised the eastern region.
No, they do that. That's what they do. They do that
that's
always.
What he said.
Yes, Fulani oligarchs. The oligarchs, each and every one of them, the oligarchs that comes and go, promises Igbo better tomorrow, the next year, the next presidential whatever election, we are going to give you Igbo. We are after convincing them. The gullible Igbos will vote for them. At the end of the day, they will deny Igbos. Fulani Atiku, a Fulani man, promise Obi will be the next president. Obi will handle PDP, the next person. Igbo, don't worry. Vote for me this 2019. After 2019 election, Atiku won. We voted him. Atiku's verdict was not given to him. They denied it to him. He went to where? Dubai. He stayed there doing his normal business. Somebody sit put on the political platform called PDP, making sure that that party is in order. Somebody like Wike keep that party going. Where was Atiku then? Atiku was in Dubai. When Atiku came back, he hijacked PDP. Obi did what? He has no option than to go to Labour Party. Labour Party is from Ondo State.
Is that why people call him a seasoned politician?
I'm telling you, he's a prostitute politician. He was once with APC when they pursued Jonathan. Atiku was among the forces. He synergized with all these political vagabonds in APC and sacked Jonathan. Now, Atiku is back to the same PDP again.
All right, Raphael, what should we expect from Nigerians at this point in time?
At this point in time, I would like everybody to look at the APC political platform well. You should look well before you leave. Look at the people at that political party who are showcasing themselves as the next Nigerian president. Look at the person of Tinubu. Who is the Tinubu? Tinubu was the Lagos State governor from 1999 till 2007. He is still hold on to Lagos State. Tinubu is ruling Lagos State for 23 years now, since 1999. Don't you think if that person come to power, it will say hold Nigeria to ransom?
All right,
I don't know whether you understand. Don't you think that Obi is the right man? Obi ruled Anambra State from 2003 to 2013. A good governor. He changed the face of that state. He left almost 100 billion at the coffers of Anambra State government. From where Obiano used to develop the whole state. Obi is an economist. Obi is a businessman. Obi is an expert on entrepreneurship. Whatever you give unto Obi, Obi will handle well as an establishment or business establishment. Obi is the right person. Today, campaign kicks off. I'm advising Nigeria to look well. Nigerians, we are tired of old men. The same old politicians that have been recycling within the power from 1960 to till date.
Now you said,
political power of this country is on the hands of old men. Obi is the right person.
There is the same Obi Adams Oshiomhole at he couldn't tackle insecurity in his state when he was the governor of that state.
Adam Oshiomhole is what? A failure.
Liar.
He's a liar. Adam Oshiomhole follow. He was among the people that destroyed this country. Adam Oshiomhole during the election, Adam Oshiomhole came out and tell us that they are going to rig election and nothing we can do. We ask him, Baba, why? This old man, what are you saying? He said, police is under their payroll, soldier under their payroll, customs under their payroll, prison warders under their payroll, immigrations, quarantine, defense, what do you call those, civil defense corps. They're under their payroll that there's nothing we can do, we could do. In 2019, the man did exactly what he said. They rigged the election. Are you trying to tell me that Adam Oshiomhole is a truthful person? Adam Oshiomhole can tell lie. Adam Oshiomhole lied against Obaseki, Godwin Obaseki, and he promoted the so-called armed robber in Yamu. He was the man that tagged Iyamu armed robber. He now showcased Iyamu 2 years ago to rule Edo State, to be the right governor, the right person to become Edo State governor. He campaigned for the so-called person he called armed robber, Iyamu, and Edo people told Adam Ashomole. They show him that Edo is not Lagos State.
Right,
so let me tell you, Oshomole don't lie about Obi.
Okay.
Oshomole is a liar. Oshomole's political ambition is gone.
All right, we are
It's nowhere to be found. Thank you so much.
Raphael.
First and foremost, I want to say thank God that we saw 2019 and we are seeing that of 2022. By the special grace of God, my own candidate is going to win in 2023. And the first approach is that we should all be calm. Let us be able to persuade people to vote our own candidate. It should not be a do or die affair. If you don't vote my candidate, we will not be friends. It should be that this is what my candidate is going to do. This is what my candidate is going to provide. This is his fourth agenda, and this is how he's going to carry his agenda. His manifesto. And that's what I expect people, enlightened people, to do. But the reverse is the other side, but I'm still going to appeal to them that we just have to do it in a normal and a gentle way, no hate speech.
Now, it is a country that security challenges have not been fixed. Now, how do you think we can go on with this campaign peacefully? And what advice would you give to the government?
Well, when it comes to campaign, I believe the security are at alert. You understand? And if there is going to be any issue on security, they may likely shift the election to put things in place. But since last month or late last month, we discovered that the security architect have actually changed. We hardly hear about some killings and some other. It has reduced.
Is it because of the election?
It's because of the election. And most of these politicians that are sponsoring them, some of them are gradually sheathing their sword to say it is time to move.
Definitely we have politicians sponsoring this.
Yes, there are politicians that are sponsoring them. They cannot just come out and just be attacking innocent people. There are people, Baba Isale, that are financing the issue on ground. But I know that everything is going to be okay before the election come February 2023. Then I want to say something about, if you look at the dailies today, I was asking someone in one of the paper stands, I was asking them that where is Baba Emilokon? They said Baba Emilokon is not in Nigeria, that he has gone out for medical treatment. I said, is that what we want to continue to nurse? Then I asked Peter Obi. Peter Obi people are actually, they are coming up, they are brazen up. Atiku has actually, is going to launch 3 books today, and he has actually assured, the Easterners that they are going to be the next people. And he was in Enugu yesterday trying to encourage them and tell them that let everybody come out and vote. And when you look at the journals today, Atiku is the one dominating the yes, because pages. He's actually ready to take over. Actually ready to take over? Yes, he's actually ready to take over. Go to the president's state, Katsina State. With the crisis in PDP? PDP crisis is a family affair. We know how to solve PDP case. It's a family affair. It seems you're a PDP. I'm not talking as a PDP. I'm talking as a neutral person today. I've told them in this thing that when the time the campaign, you will see me with my cap, you will see me with my T-shirt. This is the person I'm supporting. So you don't want to let the cat out of the bag? I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. I think Matthew should know that. No. You know what it is on ground. I am articulated. I am articulated. You've unveiled it. Yes, I'm articulated. You understand? I'm articulated. No matter what they say. Wow. The Northern equity has not played its part. The South-West have ruled for 8 years. The South-South has ruled for 6 years, making 14 years. Yaradua ruled for 2 years before he died. Before Jonathan took over. Then President Muhammadu Buhari is going to complete his tenure next year. That will equate it to be 10 years. Okay. 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2, that's 10. Then the South are already, they've had 14 years. And that alone is actually that we are trying to subchange the North. So you want to level it up? Let's level it up so that we'll be at the an equal play. And that will be at the equilibrium point.
But is that what we need in Nigeria?
No, what we need in Nigeria.
What we need is good governance.
We need good governance. Among all the three, wait, sir. Okay. Among all the three major candidates, okay. The most experienced someone among them is Atiku.
Wow.
Yes, it's Atiku. I stand to be corrected on this platform. It's Atiku. He has business. He knows more about Nigeria. You don't need to brief him. He knows more about Nigeria.
What is your take on the 2023 election and this campaign? Now, when you look at the northern part, that's an insecurity-prone area, a terrorism-prone area. What do you think the government should be doing? I'm talking about the president himself. What do you think this administration should be doing concerning that region? Though it has also extended to the western region, talking about Ondo State, Ekiti State, Osun State, Ogun State. I'm not saying that it's not happening right here in Lagos, but you can't compare the way it has been happening in other states to that of Lagos State. Now, what's your advice concerning all this, and what do you think should be done drastically in order to safeguard people's lives and properties?
Okay, thank you for having me. Matthew is the name. Let me start from the issue of security. By our standard, it behoves on the government to protect lives and property. And when they do that, they are not doing anybody any favor because it is their responsibility. Because the constitution is very clear on that. It's unambiguous that the security of Nigerians and their welfare shall be the primary purpose of governance. And unfortunately, this government have failed to protect Nigerians. And if you look at it, vis-a-vis the election that is coming up, I think between now and when this government will be rounding up, unfortunately, they will not be able to address the myriad of security challenges in the country. There is no argument about that. Because we are talking of a security challenge that metamorphosed into, from Boko Haram to ISWAP. We have banditry in the north central, in Niger State, Katsina, even, yes, Katsina, Kaduna, Zamfara. And we now have the issue of killer henchmen. So for me, this government will not be able to address the numerous security challenges before the end of its administration, before the end of lifespan of the administration. They're looking at how the threat is posed to the election. Considerably, there may be some areas where electorates. But generally speaking, I think election will hold in all the 704 local governments. But the area is going to affect the election is that some persons may be afraid to come out to exercise their franchise. Some persons may not come out to vote. So thereby it may lead to some level of voter apathy. But looking at saying whether the election will hold in all the local government, I think election will hold. But I think the government need to be more proactive rather than reactionary. Because if you look at almost all the cases where you see criminals, bandits, terrorists, ISWAP, Boko Haram, name it, they already strike before the government will start reacting to their action. So we want a government that is proactive, that nips crime in the bud. Before it happens, you nip it in the bud. That is why we have DSS. They have the mandate of intelligence gathering. But unfortunately, I don't know what is going wrong. They are failing in that area. They are looking at the election of 2023. The course is clear today. All the political parties, they are not at liberty to campaign from today. But that notwithstanding, there is a rule guiding the campaign. And they have come up with their guidelines. And let me say this, that in any democracy like we have, what we have today, there are tenets of democracy, there are rules you play by. For instance, violence have no place in the electionary process. Campaign of calumny have no place in the electionary process. Character assassination, libel, slander, name it. Fake news, they have no space in the electoral process. So on that basis, I am using the opportunity to implore all the political parties, at least the three major political parties or the four major political parties, the APC, PDP, Labour Party, NNPP, they should all play by the rule. Because whether we like it or not, election will come and go. And life is sacrosanct for me. If you kill or by war of violence, you kill any human being. As human, we don't have what it takes to bring that person back to life. So that's why we should be careful how we go about this campaign, how we, all the political gladiators should be mindful of their utterances. Let me speak on the churches, because I'm a Christian. I don't know what the Muslim faith, what it says. But what I can understand is that the church is a place to worship God, to praise God. I don't think it's a place to start canvassing for votes. Because if you look at every person you see in the church, there's another place where you can see them as audience. You go to social media, almost everybody is in the churches, you find them as audience in the social media. So I think the business of the church should be reserved for preaching the gospel, propagating the good news, and because what purpose will it serve? For you to turn the church of God to a place of canvassing for votes.
But Matthew, directly or indirectly, we've seen situations where
no, even before now,
creating awareness.
But you should equally understand that pastor is a title. That somebody go by the name of pastor does not make that person a child of God. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, without trying to judge anyone, I'm trying to say specifically that if our politicians should desist from going to churches to canvass for votes. I quite agree with the school of thought that says that in Nigeria is a secular state. As such, going by the tenets of the constitution, that if you are given that position, irrespective of the category of position, it has to reflect the geographical spread. And that is further character that is entrenched in the Nigerian constitution. That's the area I feel APC, for instance, ran far of the constitution. Because for me, Muslim ticket is a recipe for crisis. It doesn't matter whose us is God. It doesn't matter who does it. I can understand the argument of 1993, Abiola Kingibe. But people should understand that the era we are, our fault lines that is very visible has to do with religion. And again, in that 1993, it was a different scenario because we had military junta in place. Military were changing baton from one military leader to another. And Nigerians wanted alternative. So when the alternative of Muslim ticket presented itself, Nigerians were not bothered about whether it was a Muslim ticket, but any other alternative was better to the military junta. So that was the order then. But now that we are already seeing democracy since 1999, and the democracy is evolving, it's not a time you want to throw up religious crisis. So for me, I would have wanted a situation where, I don't know why APC, even after all the advice, after all the persuasion from even stakeholders within the APC, refused to see reason to balance the ticket.
Subject of discussion, here we have the much anticipated campaign. It starts today.
Okay.
I know you're optimistic. What's your own contribution?
Well, let me just go straight to the point, because there is no need of dangling around.
Okay.
And we all know that the campaign starts off today, and everything so good is happening in this country, and everybody wants to support their candidates. But I'm here to say two things, or rather three things. This Nigerian politics, sometimes it has a do or die affair. Somebody like Tinubu, time it has a do or die affair. Unfortunately, we are not going to dance to Tinubu's tune because it's not fit for that post. Tinubu is almost about 80-something years. So it's just like going to call my father that is dead, who is 82 years, to come and rule Nigeria. How does that sound to you? That sounds stupid and crazy. So let's take Tinubu out of it. The major contest in this thing is between P2B and Atiku. Then I'm going to define Atiku and define P2B.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you something. Atiku is a federal thief. Why Tinubu is a state thief. But I will manage P2B as a local government thief. And I will have to define that for you. You see, Atiku is a thief, criminal. Under Obasanjo, the reason why Obasanjo dislikes Atiku, there are so many things that is hidden to Nigerians that Nigerians don't know. That I know, but when you say it, people will tell it's a lie. Okay, for instance, when Obasanjo was there as a president, are you aware that Obasanjo filled an aeroplane with money, gave it to Atiku to take it to a country? Atiku answered him, okay, no problem. This same Buhari was the one that called Atiku, told him, look, be wise with your brain. You don't need to listen to this man. Do what is in your mind. Do you know what Atiku did? Atiku diverted the money to Dubai to his own account. And let me tell you today, when he came back, Obasanjo asked him, where is the money? Atiku denied that. Baba, did you give me any money? That is the reason why Obasanjo will never forgive Atiku for life. But nobody will tell you this. But I have a reason why I'm talking this. My father was in the military. I'm talking about my uncle was in the military. So he knows much. What is it that they are just hiding away in Nigeria that we don't know about? It's just that somebody coming to tell me that Awolowo was brushing his teeth and he died. It's a lie. Awolowo participated in a coup to overthrow Babangida. Then Babangida caught him. Babangida called him. Baba, I don't want to send you to jail. Do like a man. Awolowo killed himself. I don't know this rubbish they keep on telling us in Nigeria. The truth, we know the truth. But why you ask an average Nigeria, how did Awolowo die? They will tell you he was brushing teeth and he died. You are mad. Somebody will be brushing teeth and he died. That's the question you ask yourself. How many cases have you heard somebody brushing teeth, the person further, if it's not spiritual? Then we believed it. Everybody said Baba is old, Baba is old. Now, look at Atiku on again. Atiku is a big criminal. Obasanjo knew. Now, how would you ask yourself this question? Why is Obasanjo planning to play saints? Obasanjo is a Confucianist. Why is he trying to play saints? Now, he did not raise Tinubu hand because he's having a problem with Tinubu. He did not raise Atiku hand because Atiku is an everlasting enemy. He raised P2B hand. That you people should vote. That is a Igbo turn. How many did Tinubu leave for Lagos State when he left? How many did not get governors leave? All of them wiped accounts of the state governor. But what did P2B do? He left money there. It is because of that achievement that I am supporting P2B. Not because of what they are counting for me.
Not minding the fact that
not
you're from
because,
the Eastern
yes,
region, right?
Not minding the fact that from Eastern region. But because of the fact that here is a man. I'm not trusting what they are telling me about P2B. But what I am only basing my own judgment on what I can see physically. I see P2B as a man who has conscience. Not that he's the best. Not that Nigeria will be better under P2B, no. But at least let us have a conscious man. A man who has conscience. That is why it looks like I'm supporting P2B. Now I want to tell you confidently that if you look at this election, I wonder sometimes the way people talk. P2B has already won this election. There is nothing we talk about it. I will tell you why. I was watching Facebook the other day. Go to Nasarawa, go to Kaduna, they were campaigning for P2B. And I was someone was using the intonation, was talking about P2B. He said, Kai, everybody should vote for P2B. Now, can you imagine? Now, my fear when this thing started was that P2B is not going to be recognized in the North. But I can confidently tell you today that the Northerners are beginning to recognize P2B. And I can confidently tell you today that the Northerners are campaigning for P2B. So what does that explain to you? That P2B will definitely emerge as a winner. Let me say this, and I'm going to say this. Listen, I don't know if P2B was watching or anybody watching. I myself personally, I did a song for P2B. I said, everybody say P2B, oh, P2B that the next president. Everybody say P2B, oh, P2B that the next president. P2B, oh, P2B, oh, P2B, oh, 2023. P2B, oh, P2B, oh, P2B, oh, 2023. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, thank you so much, MC Grammar, right here at the newsstand. And on this note, we say goodbye to you on today's edition of Diverse Views at Newsstand, powered by All News. Michael Adekunle remains my name. Behind the camera, that's my very great cameraman, Ola Ibitoye. In the studio, we have Timmy. Thank you so much, everyone. Until I join you next time, say bye for now.